Hi everyone, so this topic is about limits at infinity and this is a continuation of our discussion last time. So konting reminder lang, this is a general overview. If r is any positive integer, so r represents an exponent. And I have the limit of 1 over x raised to r as x approaches positive and negative infinity. So nakita natin, whether it approaches positive or negative infinity, the result would be equal to 0. And if gusto natin guys ng patunay for that, for example, maglagay ako ng 1 all over. Sobrang malaking number dito. So for example, 100 muna. Okay? 1 over 100 is equal to 0.01. Ngayon, pagka dinivide ko pa siya sa mas malaki, 1 over 1,000, magiging 0.1 times 10 raised to negative 3 or 0.001. Kapag naman, naglagay pa ako ng mas malaking value sa ilalim, okay, yung resulta natin is mas nagiging maliit na maliit siya. At mas nagiging close ito sa 0. That's why, when our x approaches positive infinity, isang napakalaking number, the result would be equal to 0. So, for example, if I have the limit of 1 over x, as x approaches positive infinity, this would be equal to 0. So, if I have limit as x approaches positive infinity of 1 over x squared, this will also be equal to 0. So, 1 over x cubed, limit of x, as x approaches positive infinity, this will still be equal to 0. So, example number 1. The limit of 4x minus 3 over 2x plus 5 as x approaches positive infinity. So, if you remember last time, meron akong binigay na table. Yung table na binigay ko is, kunwari, if yung degree ng denominator is greater than the degree of the numerator, horizontal asymptote natin doon would be y is equal to 0. Okay? Tapos, yung ating limit nun would be equal to 0. Kapag naman yung degree ng numerator at denominator natin is equal, yung horizontal asymptote natin nun is simply the coefficient of the term wherein nandun yung highest degree or highest exponent natin. Okay? And yung limit nun is simply also the coefficient of the terms. Kapag naman yung numerator is greater than our denominator, wala tayong horizontal asymptote. Okay? Yung limit naman natin doon would either be positive or negative infinity. So for this case, makikita na agad natin yung magiging resulta nito. Yung numerator natin, okay, yung numerator natin, ang degree nito ay 1. Kasi ang highest exponent ay 1. Yung denominator natin, ang degree naman nito ay 1 kasi ang highest exponent din is 1. So, n is equal to d. So, nandito tayo ngayon sa second case natin. At kapag yung numerator and denominator natin is pareho yung degree, ang ginagawa lang natin, kinukuha lang natin itong kanilang mga coefficient, tapos dinidivide natin. So, this would be 4 over 2 or simply equal to 2. So, ito yung sagot natin sa limit. Okay? Ngayon, itatry naman natin siya guys ng tamang way. Okay? Wherein talagang magsasolve po tayo, no? Lagi nyo tatandaan, huwag nyo agad alisin yung limit as x approaches infinity hanggat hindi ka pa nag-substitute or nag-evaluate. So, the first thing that I have to do here is to look at my denominator. Yung denominator ko, ang highest degree niya ay 1. Diba? So, x raised to 1. So, tandaan natin lagi kung ano yung highest exponent natin sa denominator natin, yun yung imumultiply natin na reciprocal sa taas at saka sa baba. So, ano ibig sabihin? So, di ba, meron tayong 4x minus 3 sa taas and 2x plus 5 sa baba. So, ang gagawin ko dyan, guys, magmumultiply lang ako ng 1 all over x sa taas at 1 all over x sa baba. So, bakit 1 over x? Kasi, tinignan ko to, ang highest degree ng aking denominator or yung degree ng denominator ko is 1. Okay? So, ang gagawin ko, maglalagay ako ng 1 over x raised to 1. Okay? Paano kapag x squared to? So, edi ang mangyayari dito, i-multiply mo both na numerator and denominator sa 1 over x squared. Okay? So, reminder yon, this would be equal to, i-multiply ko siya guys, as x approaches positive infinity. So, 4x times 1 over x times 1 over x minus 3 times 1 over x all over 2x times 1 over x, then plus 5 times 1 over x. 5 times 1 over x. Okay. And then, i-simplify natin ng konti. The limit as x approaches infinity, 4x times 1 over x, makakancel yung x, so this would be 4. Minus 3 times 1 over x, pwede itong 3 times 1 over x na lang. Tapos, all over 2x times 1 over x, cancel si x, this would be 2 plus 5 times 1 over x. And if you remember yung property ng limit natin, kapag meron tayong rational function, ang ginagawa natin is parang dinidistribute natin yung limit natin sa numerator at sa denominator. So, pwede natin gawin dito is to simply put limit of 4 as x approaches infinity minus limit of 3 as x approaches infinity multiplied by, okay, i-multiply natin itong limit ng 3 as x approaches infinity sa limit ng 1 over x as x approaches infinity. Okay, all over limit of 2 as x approaches infinity plus limit ng 5 as x approaches infinity multiplied by the limit of, again, 1 over x as x approaches infinity. Okay? So, ito, kaya siya limit ng 5 as x approaches infinity times limit of 1 over x as x approaches infinity kasi nakamultiply yung 5 times 1 over x mo. Okay? So, ang gagawin na natin ngayon is mag-e-evaluate na tayo. Remember, the limit of a constant as x approaches a, ano man yung value ng a na to, yung magiging result nito is yung constant. So, meron tayong constant dito which is equal to 4. So, yung limit ng 4 as x approaches infinity is still 4. Minus, yung limit ng 3 as x approaches infinity, 3 is also a constant, so maglalagay tayo ng 3. Naka-multiply ito sa limit ng 1 over x as x approaches infinity. So, kung tandaan niyo yung binigay ko kanina, the limit of 1 over x as x approaches positive or negative infinity would be equal to 0. So, lagi to guys, na pag nakita ka na ng 1 over x, yung limit as x approaches infinity nun would be equal to 0. So, sa baba, limit ng 2 as x approaches infinity is 2 plus limit ng 5 is 5. Limit ng 1 over x as x approaches infinity is 0. So, evaluate natin, this would be 4 minus 3 times 0 is 0. 2 plus 0, 5 times 0 is 0. So, magiging 4 over 2 or simply equal to 2. So, ito yung magiging sagot na natin for this. This would be equal to 2. Okay? Ganito yung gagawin nyo sa problem set. Ganitong klase ng solution. Okay? So, bigay pa tayo guys ng example number 2. So, for example number 2, okay. Sabi dito, the limit, let's find the limit of 2x squared minus x plus 5 over 4x cubed minus 1 as x approaches negative infinity naman. Okay. So, ang gagawin ko dito, again, tingnan mo ulit yung degree ng denominator mo. Yung highest exponent ng denominator ko is 3. So, i-multiply ko yung numerator at denominator doon sa reciprocal ng x cube or magiging 1 over x cube. So, magiging 2x squared minus x plus 5 multiplied by 1 over x cube kasi cube nga yung pinakamataas sa ilalim. Tapos, 4x cube minus 1 times 1 over x cube. So, the limit as x approaches negative infinity. Okay. Then, this would be, distribute natin, 2x squared times x cubed is 2 over x minus x over x cubed is 1 over x squared plus 5 over x cubed. Okay? X cubed. Next, sa ilalim naman, over 4x cubed times 1 over x cubed is 4 minus 1 times 1 over x cubed is 1 over x cubed. Okay, so kunin natin yung limit as x approaches negative infinity. So, parang i-distribute na natin yung limit natin, guys. This would be limit of 2 over x as x approaches negative infinity minus the limit of 1 over x squared as x approaches negative infinity plus limit of 5 over x cubed as x approaches negative infinity. Medyo nakakapagod lang siya isulat. Pero kailangan. So, limit of 4 as x approaches negative infinity minus limit of 1 over x cubed as x approaches negative infinity. So, dito muna tayo sa part na to. Limit ng 2 over x as x approaches negative infinity. So, tandaan nyo to guys. Kapag may constant ako, naka-over siya kay x, kahit anong value pa yan, ang magiging result na agad ng limit natin doon is 0. So, kunwari, 5 over x, yung limit niya as x approaches infinity, positive or negative infinity is 0. Kapag ka 10 over x, 0 pa din. So, ito, magiging result nito is 0. Minus, dito naman tayo sa pangalawa, limit ng 1 over x squared as x approaches negative infinity. This will also be equal to 0. So, mag-minus tayo dito ng 0 plus limit ng 5 over x cubed as x approaches negative infinity. 0 pa din yan, guys. Okay? Sa baba, meron tayong constant. Limit ng constant is 4 minus 0 pa din tong limit ng 1 over x cubed as x approaches negative infinity. Therefore, this would be equal to 0 over 4. And 0 divided by 4 is equal to 0. So, ito yung value ng limit natin. This would be equal to 0. At kung babalikan nyo guys, yung binigay ko sa inyo kaninang table, mapapansin nyo dito that the numerator, yung degree ng numerator ko is 2. Yung degree ng denominator ko is 3. So, yung degree ng denominator ko is greater than the degree of my numerator. Therefore, meron tayo ditong y is equal to 0 na horizontal asymptote. At yung limit natin, pag ganito guys, yung given is 0. Okay, tingnan natin. Yan. When d is greater than n, limit is 0. Kaya nakakuha tayo dito guys ng 0. Okay? And third example. Example number 3. So, for example number 3, the limit of x squared over x plus 1 as x approaches positive infinity. So, again, tingnan mo yung denominator mo, ang highest degree niya ay 1. Or highest exponent niya ay 1. So, this would be x squared times 1 over x all over x plus 1 times 1 over x. Okay? Limit as x approaches positive infinity. So, x squared times x times 1 over x would be equal to x. All over x times 1 over x, guys, x times 1 over x is 1. Plus 1 times 1 over x is 1 over x. So, kunin natin yung limit as x approaches positive infinity. Okay, distribute natin limit of x as x approaches positive infinity all over limit of 1 as x approaches positive infinity plus limit of 1 over x as x approaches positive infinity. Okay, so anong ginagawa natin dito? If you remember, kapag ka meron tayong limit of x, special theorem to guys, limit of x as x approaches positive infinity, this would result to, or this would be equal to infinity or positive infinity. So, para mo lang sinubstitute si positive infinity kay x. Okay? Pag negative to, edi magiging negative lang din yung sign natin dito sa positive infinity. Okay? So, therefore, sa taas, magkakaroon tayo ng infinity all over limit ng 1 as x approaches positive infinity is 1 plus limit ng 1 over x as x approaches positive infinity is 0. So, ito, analyzation na lang, no? Isipin mo, yung infinity, dinivide mo sa 1. Okay? So, this would still be equal to positive infinity. Therefore, ito yung magiging sagot natin. Positive infinity. So, this is equal to positive infinity. And this is also true with the, with our shortcut kanina. So, yung numerator natin dito, guys, is 2. Yung degree niya. Denominator is 1. So, yung numerator is greater than the denominator. So, wala tayong horizontal asymptote for this. But, yung result natin should be positive or negative infinity. So, tingnan natin yung table natin if it's correct. So, ito yun guys. No horizontal asymptote, positive or negative infinity. Okay, so that is example number 3. Okay, doon naman tayo guys sa example number 4. Ito na. Nag-i-involve na to guys ng radical. Okay, so for the involvement of radical, the limit of square root of 16x squared plus 2x minus 1, okay, all over 5x plus 2 as x approaches positive infinity. Okay, ayan na. So, tingnan ulit natin si denominator natin. So, sabi dun sa denominator natin, wait, ang ng konti. So, sabi sa denominator natin, ang highest degree ng denominator is 1. So, i-multiply ko sila sa 1 over x. Okay? So, yung taas, magiging 16x squared plus 2x minus 1 multiplied by 1 over x. All over 5x plus 2 multiplied by 1 over x. Okay. So, limit as x approaches positive infinity. So, ang gagawin ko dito, syempre, sa baba, mabilis lang. Kasi sa baba, i-multiply ko lang itong 5x sa 1 over x, magiging 5 na lang siya. 2 times 1 over x is 2 all over x. Walang problema. Pero pagdating sa taas, hindi ako makapag-multiply basta ng 1 over x sa nasa loob ng radical. So, ganito ang gagawin natin, guys. Kapag meron kang, di ba, 1 over x yan? Okay, wait lang. This should be 1 over x. So, ang kailangan ko, maipasok ko siya sa loob ng radical. So, ano yung magiging value niya kapag yung 1 over x na ipasok ko siya sa loob ng radical? Sabihin natin, yung value niya is a, kung ano man yung a. Ang gagawin ko para makancel yung radical, diba, is isa-square ko sila both sides. Okay? So, magiging 1 over x squared to is equal to a. Ibig sabihin, pag pinasok ko na si 1 over x sa loob ng radical natin, magiging 1 over x squared na siya. Okay? So, gawin natin siya, guys. This would be equal to square root of 16x squared plus 2x minus 1. Multiply natin siya. Pinasok ko na si 1 over x sa loob ng radical. Magiging 1 over x squared na siya. Okay? Dahil, itong 1 over x squared, kapag kinuha mo yung square root niya, magiging square root of 1 over square root of x squared. Correct? This would be 1 over x. Okay? So, again, limit as x approaches positive infinity. Okay. If you remember, kapag ganito guys, is pinapasok lang naman natin yung limit sa loob ng radical. But first, let's try to simplify yung nasa loob. So, 16x squared times 1 over x squared, magiging 16 na lang. 2x times 1 over x squared is 2 all over x minus 1 over x squared. Okay, so nasa loob yan ng square root. All over 5 plus 2 over x. Okay, i-distribute na natin guys yung limit. So, this would be, limit of 16 as x approaches positive infinity plus limit of 2 over x as x approaches positive infinity minus limit of 1 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity all over the limit of 5 as x approaches positive infinity plus limit of 2 over x as x approaches positive infinity. Okay. Evaluate natin, guys. Ayan ko lang to. Medyo magulo. X approaches positive infinity. Okay. So, i-evaluate na natin sa loob ng radical natin, the limit of a constant, so 16 to, so 16 plus limit ng 2 over x as x approaches infinity is 0 minus etong part na to, this would also be equal to 0 all over sa ilalim, limit ng 5 is 5 plus limit ng 2 over x is 0. Okay? So, simplify, this would be 16 plus 0 minus 0 is 16. Square root of 16 over 5 plus 0 is 5. So, square root of 16 is 4 and all over 5. So, ang sagot natin dito is 4 over 5. Okay? So, ito yung answer natin for this. 4 over 5. Okay? And then, example. Another example. Example number 5. Okay. So, for example, number 5, 5 and 6. So, ito na yung magiging last examples natin. Medyo magiging special siya, guys. So, ang mangyayari dito is yung ilalim na part naman yung nakaradikal. Okay? But, special siya kasi magkakaroon tayo ng mga absolute value na tinatawag. Okay? So, dito, we have the limit of x all over square root ng x squared plus 1. X squared plus 1 as x approaches positive infinity. Okay. Okay. So, ang gagawin ko dyan, since nasa loob na agad ng radical tong square root of x squared plus 1, ang gagawin ko na, guys, is i-multiply ko na both sa both ng numerator and denominator natin sa square root ng 1 over x squared. Okay? Or simply, 1 over square root ng x squared. Or para mas mabilis nating gawin siya, guys. Ang gagawin ko, i-divide ko na sila, guys, both sa square root ng x squared. So, x squared over x squared plus 1 over x squared. So, pansin nyo, guys, pinasok ko na siya agad sa loob ng radical. Okay? Ito, syempre, ang i-divide ko dito is also square root of x squared. Okay? Game. So, limit as x approaches positive infinity. So, yung taas, alam natin that this would be x all over, yung square root ng x squared is x siya. But actually, guys, parang ganito, the square root of 4 is actually positive negative 2. Ibig sabihin, para magkaroon ako ng 4, ang ginagawa ko, di ba, 2 squared. Positive 2 squared. So, this would be equal to 4. Pero, yung negative 2 squared is also equal to 4. Ibig sabihin, meron tayong 2 possible values ng ating, ng root ng ating square root of 4. So, dito sa x squared, sa square root ng x squared, meron din tayong dalawang possible values, positive and negative x. Yung positive x, in-square ko siya, magiging x squared to. Yung negative x, pag in-square ko siya, magiging x squared pa din to. But, ang titingnan nyo dito, guys, is ano yung ating kung saan nag-a-approach yung ating x. Sabi dito, x is approaching positive infinity. Therefore, dapat yung magiging value ng square root of x squared ko dito is also positive. Hindi pwede siyang maging negative kasi approaching positive infinity to. Kaya, ang gagawin mo is lalagyan mo ngayon ng absolute value to. So, magiging x, barahin natin to. This would be equal to x all over absolute value of x. Okay, absolute value yung square root of x squared all over square root of x squared over x squared is 1 plus 1 over x squared. Limit as x approaches positive infinity. So again, maglalagay ka lang ng absolute value if x is approaching positive infinity. So dapat yung x ko is greater than 0. Okay? So this would be x over positive x is 1. Okay, positive 1 siya, guys. Then, all over square root of 1 plus 1 over x squared. Okay, so limit as x approaches positive infinity. So, ang gawin natin is distribute na natin magiging limit ng 1 as x approaches positive infinity all over square root of the limit of 1 as x approaches positive infinity plus limit of 1 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity. Okay? So, evaluate na natin. Limit ng constant, 1 all over square root of limit ng 1 as x approaches positive infinity is 1 plus limit ng 1 over x squared is 0. So, magiging 1 over square root of 1. This would be 1 over square root ng 1 is 1. So, this would be equal to 1. So, positive 1 tayo for this example. Positive 1. Okay. Ngayon, same example tayo, but ang gagawin natin, approaching negative infinity naman. So, for this example, let's have the limit as x approaches negative infinity. Ang gagawin ko, again, yung taas at yung baba, i-divide ko na siya sa square root of x squared kasi yun yung pinaka malaking exponent sa ilalim natin. So, nasa loob na lang siya nung square root ko para hindi ako mahirapan. So, this would be square root of x squared all over x squared plus 1 all over x squared. Okay? So, ngayon, dito, sa part na to, since yung x natin, guys, is approaching negative infinity naman, ang magiging value naman x natin should be less than 0 naman. Okay? So, therefore, di ba, kung tandaan nyo kanina, sabi natin, if meron tayong x squared, para makuha natin yung x squared, meron dalawang possible ways. Wherein, yung x natin is positive, tapos, nakasquare siya. Okay? At yung dalawang negative x natin na nakasquare would be also equal to x squared. So, dito tayo sa part ng negative yung magiging value ng x natin. Therefore, sa part na to, hindi nyo siya lalagyan ng absolute value. Okay? So, this would be equal to the limit as x approaches negative infinity of x all over x, okay, na walang absolute value. And then, this would be equal to x squared over x squared is 1 plus 1 over x squared is 1 over x squared. Okay? So, pwede na natin guys lagyan to ng negative kasi alam natin that the value of x would be negative. Okay? So, this would be the limit as x approaches negative infinity of negative 1. Okay? So, parang nag-evaluate ka, positive divided by negative is negative. Okay? All over square root of 1 plus 1 over x squared. So, this would be the limit as x approaches negative infinity of negative 1 all over, lagyan natin sa loob ng square root si limit of 1 as x approaches negative infinity plus limit of 1 over x squared as x approaches negative infinity. Okay. Evaluate natin. This would be limit of negative 1 all over square root of we have limit of 1 plus limit ng 1 over x squared is 0. So, this would be negative 1 all over square root of 1. Or simply negative 1 over square root of, negative 1 over 1. Or negative 1. Okay. So, this time, ang sagot naman natin dito is equal to negative 1.